Hello everyone, and welcome to another game of World of Warships. Today it's one of my replays and I'm in the Brisbane. I'm on map Estuary. It's a tier 11 game, which should not happen on this map, but you know, that's just how things are these days. And yeah, it's a 4-point elimination game. There is no carrier and no sub, so at least that's amazing. And I've parked behind this island. Now Brisbane has a 12-kilometer radar, and as you can see, that radar covers a lot of areas. So the enemy destroyers are probably not going to be very happy. But now I can shoot this Friedrich without getting detected, so let's see if we can set a fire or two. There is an enemy Moskva, so my friends aren't going to be very happy either. But we shall see how this all turns out. I mean, that Moskva is actually almost in range to radar me if it so chooses, which could be awkward. Meanwhile, there is a Yamagiri inside. Yes, I am raided. I mean, that was about to be expected, but the thing is, I want to raid the enemy destroyers, and I'm moving out in the hopes of being able to shoot them. Now, there is a bit of a risk here because of the enemy Friedrich. I'm also going to launch some torps there. The Yamagiri is about to beach, and we can shoot it. Now, the good news is, I'm no longer getting raided, and the enemy smoke is actually protecting me. The set has taken a torpedo, it looks like. I'm also launching some of my own torps. And I wasn't able to get that much damage into those enemies, but, you know, we got a little bit into the destroyers. We've got some torps going, and I'm still perfectly healthy, so... As far as stats go, not too bad, especially since we don't really have too many ships here. Most of our team is on the left side, and, well, hopefully they're actually going to do something over there, but we'll see. We shall see. We do have a Kearsarge here with us, which means technically we even have planes, but, the Kearsarge is mostly just sailing away. I hope it doesn't think it's a carrier. Now, the enemy has managed to take the cap. Unfortunately, they did have... well, they have the Friedrich here with a powerful hydro. They have a set... Wait, what's... That set has a hydro too, I think, yeah. So they have the set hydro inside the cap. They have the Friedrich hydro there. They have the Moskva pretty close. So, my friends in the destroyers will have a tough time taking this cap from. Now the Friedrich is pushing in, or is it? I think it is. The good news is we have quite a lot of torpedoes between us. Bad news is, well, it has hydro. So it might not be willing to eat that much fish, and I'm getting detected. This is bad, I'm already trying to accelerate again. This Friedrich could easily one-shot me here if it gets lucky. Then again, I managed to accelerate just quickly enough to dodge the shells, so that's good. Meanwhile, the set is visible. Now, the Brisbane's guns are not great to hit a small moving target at range, but we'll try our best here. Now, I do have a radar ready, and the set could potentially still be in radar range. But when you look at the minimap, right, you can see the blue dotted line, the 12-kilometer radar range. And the set was inside when it disappeared, but it was also looking towards the outside. If it like turned north there, probably has escaped. So for now, I'm gonna keep my radar in reserve, and I'm gonna try to torpedo this Friedrich. Now I could go for single launch. Actually, single launch would make a lot of sense here. Because I do want to spread out my torpedoes in this gap, but like the side torpedoes might go into the islands here, and I could have made a better pattern probably with single launch, but I was lazy, and there is that. Meanwhile, I was obviously detected. I popped the radar. I found the Yamagiri, and that Yamagiri is going to beach there, I think. So it's pretty dead. Yeah, I'm not sure why this Yamagiri was that close. Once again, the destroyers on this map have... well, they have a hard time. This map really isn't designed for high-tier ships and their capabilities. Like, when you look at my radar range, right, there was no position where this destroyer could have been to do anything. while being radar safe. But be that as it may, it could have also chosen a little bit of a safer approach, I guess. Anyway, I'm very happy that this destroyer sacrificed itself to me, and now we have the Friedrich that should have used a damage con. All we need now is a follow-up fire. I am detected by planes, which is inconvenient. I'm just hoping the Friedrich can't lob shells over this. Well, it's dead. I guess, okay, it's dead. No more shells in the air. That's good. Now I'm popping Hydro here. The Ruprecht has torpedoes, right? So there is a reasonable chance that it has tried torpedoing behind my island. The Z is still around. Meanwhile, the left side is not doing too badly, I guess. Actually, the enemy side traded one ship, despite most of our team being there. That Kearsarge is still running away. Well, I know it could be a lot worse. And look, the other side, they've taken out the Sherman, so... You know, the other side is coming along. They are also moving forward, so not too bad. Meanwhile, I have my own problems here. That Ruprecht is sort of pushing, the Moskva is still here, and the Sand is probably also still around. I mean, it could have switched sides. The Kearsarge at least is shooting at Moskva and is slowly whittling it down. I am hydroed, and oh, there is the Sand. Now, I don't think I'll get too many shells into it like this. The island is going to stop me, but, well, cheeky fire. Now there are torpedoes incoming. I'm gonna reverse here. Moskva is almost there. Some shells going towards it, and there we go. Okay, so the Moskva being down is going to be very nice because it has some dangerous shells. Now overall this game is looking pretty good, so this is where I've decided to, you know what, let's just go for it. So I'm getting torpedoes off on one side. Now I am hydroed, meaning smoke is not going to protect me here. But that's fine, we'll just go for it. Now my idea is that hopefully I can shoot down the Z. Unfortunately the Z is very cautious and the Ruprecht is reversing. Now I just need to get my torps off, and see, the Ruprecht can't switch from reverse into forward fast enough to escape those torps. And now I can sink the Z, and that should be a double strike. And maybe I'll survive, maybe I won't. How does the reload look? There we go.
We destroyed an enemy battleship.
Okay, meanwhile, our left flank has started sinking quite a few things as well, I think. So, yeah, this game is won. There is basically no enemy remaining. And maybe we need to speed this up just slightly. We can take this cap now and maybe shoot a few of the remaining ships. I do have a radar ready, but the Hallan is not coming my way, so it's probably not going to be useful. Now we will just take this cap, then we will drive into the center, and then I can possibly do some long-range pew-pew. That's going to be not very effective. Brisbane's guns aren't the greatest. And it's a very squishy ship, so as soon as I shoot, I wouldn't be surprised if like the Kremlin smacked me. Then again, there are so many allies still alive that that Kremlin has a lot of choice when it comes to shooting. Well, that enemy didn't last long enough for my shells to arrive. I am almost in Kremlin range. Is that Kremlin reversing? Probably right. What else would a battleship do when all of its team is dead, other than slowly reverse even further away from the battle that it hasn't participated in this whole time? So, not fast enough to help cap the center, that's a shame. But finally, I've made it into Kremlin range, so let's join the fun. See if we can get a fire. Guns are not looking my way, and as I've said, like, there are so many targets that it's possibly not gonna pick me. We are also up to like 900 points. And I mean, as soon as this Kremlin sinks, it's basically over. I'm not doing any damage, sadly, so far. But now I'm hitting the superstructure, and I might have secured that one. So technically there is a Kraken up for grabs. I just need to sink the Takahashi. Problem is we are at 990 points, so yeah, that's unlikely. I'd need somebody to get it really low and then finish it off, but yeah, even that far, there just isn't enough time. Shame. Almost, but not quite a Kraken. And this worked really well. Could have gone horribly wrong at multiple times. I mean, it was a very squishy ship, and the island I was hiding behind was not perfect. But yeah, it all worked out. I had some fun, and I hope you had some fun watching it. And I'll see you next time.